I think if you have done one celebrity, you pass to be a celebrity makeup artist.
Do I know?
I'm going to share with you my whole journey as to how I became a makeup artist and how I started doing celebrities makeup. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Orezi Egrefa. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You have my heart. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. On this channel, I share makeup tutorials and I share vlogs as well. Without further ado, let us get right into this video. Hi guys, so just like introduction says, this video is to get ready with me while I tell you all about how I became a professional makeup artist. My whole journey to doing makeup for clients and as well celebrities. Take your notes, take your pen. If you know you want to jot anything down, this is the time for you because this tutorial or this video is about to be the bomb. I'm going to break this video down into 5 different parts of my story so you can follow through and understand better. Okay, so before we start, let us say a quick prayer. Father Lord, we thank you today. Thank you for bringing us all here today. Father, we are about to start this video. We ask, oh Lord, that you give us understanding, you give us insight. Let every word that come out of my mouth bless you, the listeners. Bless the listeners listening to this video. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Guide us through. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen. So guys, I know it's a get ready with me, but then I had to do my brows because I can't really talk while I'm drawing my brows. So I apologize. I have a detailed brow tutorial on this channel. So if you want to watch how I, get to do my brows properly, I will leave the link here so you can watch that video. So now the first thing we're going to talk about in this video while I get my makeup done is the whole story on how I decided to be a makeup artist. Anyways, for my foundation, I'm going to make use of my L'Oreal True Matte foundation and my Super Stay foundation. I'm using this L'Oreal shade in C9, that's deep cool, and I'm using the shade 356 in my Super Stay. So both foundation is what I'll use for myself. I noticed I've gotten a bit lighter, so that's why I had to mix like a lighter shade with this one because usually I only use the L'Oreal. So the whole journey and the whole story of how, sorry, I'm so sorry, I'll be looking down because I have to get my makeup product. So the whole story on how I became a makeup artist is very funny. So back in school when I was in uni, I contested for pageants, and in the pageant I had this makeup artist do my makeup, and I'm somebody that I'm usually very shy, and I'm not when I'm in like a public place. Then when I'm in a public place, I don't bother to struggle or want to force anything. So I just like stay back. So I stayed back on that special day and let everybody else get their makeup done, and I was last. So so funny. So when it was time for my own makeup, oh yes guys, I already moisturized and primed my face before this video, so I'm just going to get straight into my foundation. Okay, so I was the last person to get my makeup done, and it was horrible. I can't explain what happened, but then I looked so horrible. But that was when it all began. So fast forward to after that, we had a dinner in church, my campus fellowship back then in school, and everybody was getting ready. And I did not know who to do my makeup. And I could not afford to go to a makeup store then. So I had this friend of mine, yeah, so rest in peace. She's late now. So she was the one I met and she helped me do my makeup. So she did it, and she did it so well because when I went out, I got so much compliments, so many compliments that day during that dinner. So that was how I was like, okay, oh, I love this makeup stuff. So after the dinner that day, after receiving all the compliments, I went back and I asked her how she did it. She told me that if I wanted to learn, that she would teach me and that it's nothing serious. So that's how she started. And then I had like, every girl has one or two makeup products, one way or the other. But then I basically used hers because she was saying she was a makeup artist and that she had learned somehow some time ago. So she started teaching me, and she taught me the little she could. But then I had to continue my learning from YouTube. So that was the story on how I became a makeup artist. So because the makeup artist couldn't didn't make me up well, and I just got encouraged by my friend who did my makeup very well, and because of compliments, I started loving makeup and I started doing it myself, and I started learning on YouTube how to get my makeup done. And again, this is a stage where I was so shy, I was very naive, I was very timid. So I was trying to come out and break free from being naive and from being that very intimidated, low self esteem kind of girl. So part of my leveling up journey was me actually studying makeup. I did not do makeup to go to class or anything like that, but then that was actually what started the whole journey. So for makeup, I like to use this brush to apply my makeup, especially when I'm doing it for myself, and I just swipe. I'm not so big on coverage when I'm doing my own personal makeup. If I cover some spots, I am good. So that is just what my own makeup is all about. Before I move to the second aspect, I'm just going to highlight my face, and I'm making use of this MAC concealer in the shade NC45. Their Pro Longwear concealer in the shade NC45. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is makeup school and how I got my first kit. After the whole love for makeup and me practicing on my face, I got home, and then I didn't stop. I had this senior then in campus fellowship, that's in school church fellowship, and I remember talking to her and telling her that, oh, I love makeup, I love the way she does her makeup to church. And I think that was one of the things that prompted me to start wearing makeup to church. So I spoke to her, and during that holiday, she would give me looks to recreate, and I'll recreate and I'll send her pictures on WhatsApp, and she would correct me and tell me the next look to recreate. And that was her. Even when I go home for holidays, I kept practicing and I kept watching YouTube videos. At this time, my mom saw me, and then she noticed that, oh, I was doing makeup all the time, and I was telling her that, oh, that I really want to become a makeup artist, that I don't mind. She was like, okay, if I'm that interested, I should go and enroll for a makeup school, and I should tell her how much it costs. So I remember asking my friend then, and she told me that there was a makeup school close to her, and that I should come, and then she would take me there and introduce me to the owner of the school. So I was like, okay, all right. So I went to her, and then she took me to this particular lady who was kind, but then the money she was calling them was so big. I was scared, but then my mom asked me to check, so I would check and go and tell her. This was her telling me that makeup school was a certain price, which was high. And then she was like, oh, for you to start, you need to buy some products. And she was giving me another higher price. And I was like, oh my God, I crossed my fingers. I hope my mom will agree to pay. Anyways, I went back home and I told my mom everything that happened. And she was like, oh my, it's too much. That if the first price would go for the school and the product should pay, but then it is too much. So luckily for me, this particular woman called me and said that her student at that time needed a model, and if I was free, I can come around so the student will use me as her model. I was like, sure, this is me that love makeup. Yes, I'm available. So I went back to be a model for her student, and that was how it started. I started going back to the school to be her model, to be models for her students. So every time I go there, anyways, I'm this very determined person, very persistent. If I really want something, I will put in all my best. Like I will give in my all. So while I was there and they were using me as a model, I would always ask questions, and then they would answer questions enough to answer. Thank God they will answer. So I would watch and see how they are doing whatever it is they are doing. Then I will go home and I'll practice on my face. So my mom saw how serious I was, and then she was like, you know what? What and what do you need? Give me a list and I'll get it for you. So that was just the journey on how I started my whole makeup career. So then my mom, one day she just calls me, I come out and there's this guy selling makeup products, and she was like, select. And I started selecting. I picked out the things that I seen that I needed to continue doing makeup. And when I finished picking, my mom paid for it, and I remember I was so happy. The feeling was mind blowing. So that was how I started building my first makeup kit. So I was able to get foundation, eyeshadow, and some other basics to start. At least other basics for me to do my makeup and to do it very well. I wasn't working then, for Christ's sake. I was still a student. I think I was in my 200 level or my 300 level then in uni. So there was no way my parents had to give me pocket money. If not, there was no way I would get that kind of money. Okay? So that was how I started building my kits, and that was how my mom contributed so much in helping me get my first makeup kit. So when I went back to school, I continued doing my makeup every Sunday back to back. So since I had like gotten like better products, I was able to up my game a bit. So I would do my makeup, I would do so well. At this time, because of the little training I got by going to the makeup school and coming back home and practicing what I had learned, my makeup game had improved. So when I went back to school, everyone was like, what happened? What did not happen? Sometimes I would say, oh, I went to makeup school, or sometimes I'll just say, oh, I just got better. So I was going to that makeup school as a model. I was watching from YouTube, and then I was practicing, and I had the help of that my senior in uni that I would always send my pictures to, and then she would correct. So that's how I became better at doing my own makeup. So you see, determination is very good. So now to set my eyes, I'm not going to be using a setting powder. I'm just going to make use of this brown powder in the shade Dawn. It is light enough. It has like a yellow undertone. That's just what I'm going to use under my eyes. No setting powder. So I'll just press it in. Do the same thing on the other side. All the places I highlighted, that's what I'm going to do. And for the powder I'm going to use all over my face, I'm making use of this Milani powder in the shade 110. This is what I'm going to use all over my face. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is how I actually really built myself up and became a pro, or somewhat close to a pro, because I still had to like go for internship and then I started my whole journey. Okay, so before that, I'm going to contour my face, and I'm going to use this my Floral All Day Contour Powder. This is what I use every time on this channel. If you are new here, this is what I use. But then you guys know, if you're an OG, that this is what I use all the time. So with my angled brush, I'm just going to contour my face. So how I actually became so good, very, very good. Like I said, I've always been a very determined person. And anyways, this brings me to the second and to the third point, which is YouTube. YouTube played a very huge role in me becoming a pro makeup artist. YouTube, I remember then I would subscribe and have like this night plan. I would use it to watch a lot of YouTube videos. Like I would download it, then I'll put it on my phone, on my memory card then, and then I'll watch it over and over and over again. People like Goose makeup artist, Goose makeup artist, Jacqueline Hill. I think that's her name, Jacqueline Hill. Guys, this was this was back in the year 2016, thereabouts. Laifa was still very. I remember I watched Laifa's first videos when she started doing makeup. Like I watched when she would do hair and makeup. And again, since I wanted to be a professional makeup artist, I wasn't really watching makeup artist that does makeup on themselves. I was watching makeup artists that would do makeup on other people. The people that I really watch them doing makeup on themselves. That was when I just started and I was still doing makeup on myself. Remember, I transited from doing makeup on myself and wanted to do makeup for other people. So people like Makeup Doll, so I had a lot of her videos. I would download, I'll keep on my phone, and I would watch over and over again. So I would always imitate her and copy her then. It was amazing. It was so amazing. I would stay hours watching watching tutorials. To be very honest, I would watch and watch. So YouTube played a huge role in teaching me a lot about makeup, and making me shaped my whole mind. That's why till tomorrow I tell people that I learned how to do makeup on YouTube, and that is why I learned how to use some particular product, because I started with like very low end products, but then I will use them so well because of all the knowledge I've gathered from YouTube. I'll prep well. That time my mantra was, get you use your expensive products, me I'll use my own, but then by the time we come out, both of us we are the same, because it's either I will have like a very good prep, and then I will use my low budget foundation, or I will blend it so well that it will look nice. The only difference between the high end and my own foundation is that one will crack first and yours will still be remaining, because even to my lipstick it was still cracking. It's so funny, but then I know how to manage it very well. I think that was what really helped me a lot. YouTube built like some hidden skills and some hidden talents that till tomorrow they are still helping me, and it helped me so well that I can adjust in any situation. Like throw anything to me, I'll be able to use it. I watched YouTube so much that I knew how to apply my foundation with my hands. I knew how to apply with a brush. I knew how to apply with a sponge. In fact, applying with a sponge was even difficult at some point. I had to learn that one later in the course of my journey into becoming a pro makeup artist. But then I started applying makeup with my hand. I'll use my hand then to apply my foundations, apply my eyeshadow, because I did not have money to buy brush. I only had like two, three, four brushes, and then the ones I took from my mom. So where do I want to see money to get like a professional brush? So learning on YouTube made me adjust. They will do DIYs, do this, don't do this, all those kind of videos. I will watch everything. Like I watched the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. Like I watched like if I don't know how to use this particular brush, I will Google, I'll check on YouTube how I can use this brush. That was how determined I was to learn. I learned everything. If I don't know how to fix lashes, I will learn on YouTube how to fix. In fact, lashes is basic. Like lashes is very common. How to fix lashes. Like anything I don't understand, I either check Google or I check YouTube, and I would always get the result. That was how I really used Google to really learn how to get do my makeup very well. I'm using this contour floral powder for as my eyeshadow. I'm just going to swipe this all over. I already did on this eyes. I'm just going to swipe it all over my eyelid. That's what I'm going to do. So this is my eyeshadow. You guys know that I always like a good skin finish. I really don't do much on my face. So this is just I'm going to use for my eyes. Then give myself a very good wing liner. A very good wing liner. So guys, about the series and about the announcement I made earlier. See, guys, I've been making notes. You guys, you're not ready. I've been making notes on this series. Like, it's going to be so insightful. I'm going to share with you. Like, this series is designed to help makeup artists that don't people that want to become a makeup artist, people that don't have the money, people that don't have never even been to a makeup school. It's not only going to help people that want to become a makeup artist, it's going to help you if you're in the process of becoming a makeup artist and you are struggling, you have like little issues here and there. It's going to help straighten your path and show you how to navigate through it, especially in this year, age, and time when everything is really difficult. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but then this series is something I've poured my heart and my time into. There is no holding back. I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through this journey step by step. So me sharing everything is just to let you know that I have seen, to my best of ability, I've seen it all. I started with no money. I did not have any money. But then look at where I am today. I'm not even where I want to be, but then look at where I am today. You understand? So when I say this series is going to be insightful, believe me, it is going to be really insightful. You would learn, you would unlearn, and I also want to learn. So you can also share your own experience to help people that are just starting in the whole makeup artist journey to see and also learn as well. You get, there's only so much I can share. You also can contribute in the comment section and let us encourage somebody out there that really wants to learn, that is really passionate and wants to like earn money and wants to be independent. We can help that person build up their career from the scratch. All you need to do is just come, have a smartphone, subscribe your phone, like have enough data and watch, like binge away. It will be very, very insightful, I promise you. See, share this video with somebody that you know wants to become a makeup artist but don't know how to begin. This channel is all about come learn. Like if you come to my channel, you will know that you cannot live without picking one or two lessons. You will definitely learn. And this series is something that I'm pouring my heart into because I want you to learn, like learn, take a lot and put it into your career, put it into your business. In fact, if you don't have any idea about makeup, this series is particularly for you. I just want a wing, and that's just what I'm going to do right now. Making use of my Zara mascara, I'm just going to dust off any eyeshadow fallout or any powder fallout and then fix my lashes. Then we'll continue our chit chat and story time for me to share actually my last highlights for my makeup journey and how I became a celebrity makeup artist. So I'm back, guys. Lashes done and everything. Don't forget to subscribe. This is my gist. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think so far and what has been your journey. If you're a makeup artist, I know I have a lot of makeup artists who watch my videos. If you're a makeup artist here, how did you actually start? How did you become a makeup artist? Okay, moving on to my lips and continuation of how I actually now transited and became a professional makeup artist. So there was this time in school that we had to go on a very long strike. I can't even remember the year, but there was a very long strike then. I was still an undergraduate, of course. I had to go for strike. And I remember this time I actually sent, like, I think Laifa. See, I told you guys that I was so regular on her channel. But then my only challenge was that I wasn't based in Lagos State then. I remember she was saying that she did not know where to go, so if it was Abuja or if it was Lagos. But then she finally decided to go to Lagos to start up. And then she needed interns and she needed people to employ anyway, something like that. And I knew then I was still in school and we're hearing rumors about strike and all this stuff. But then I shall applied for internship, but then I sent her a mail. Yes, that was it. I sent her a mail. She actually responded and said that I could resume and I could start. See, don't worry, I'll leave like the mail video or a picture of the mail here when she was like, oh yes, come, because I think at that time when I sent the mail, she had already chosen someone, but then I was so obsessed with her. I could not let that opportunity go. But then I was still like confused because I did not know how I would go about it because I wasn't in Lagos. But then I was just thinking, if I had the opportunity, let me just try. If she agrees, I would actually go and I would just start. That was what I thought. So then I told you that I was a very, very current and addicted member to our channel. So I knew what's up. And part of this series, I'm going to also show you how to apply for internship programs or how to just see your face and how to reach out to them for you to work as an intern. See, if you are new here, don't worry. If you want to become a makeup artist, I will guide you through this step. All you need to do is just subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell. Anyway, so since I had watched her videos and I already knew like details, I sent her a mail. Even after she selected me. I was so happy, I was excited, but then I lost the opportunity because number one, I don't stay in Lagos and I could not go. If you know, like if I send her this video, she might not remember, but then when I leave the mail, I'm very sure she would remember. So that was what happened. And that was how I lost the opportunity. I could not go. That was my first internship program ever that I was applying to. Guys, this is how I love to apply my makeup now. I don't do highlights, I just do blush. So I try to like sweep it a bit under my eyes, sweep it a bit under my eyes, and that's it. I have like a very oily skin. So by the time I do like one or two activities, I would have like a natural highlight here and here, so there's no need. So I don't even bother putting on my nose or any part of my face. I just do my makeup and I leave it. So that's how I do my makeup these days, and I'm loving it. Internship, like I was saying, that was how I applied to Layefa, but then I couldn't go. And I remember talking to one of my friends about it, and he was like, "Oh, have I heard of so and so makeup artist in Abuja?" And I was like, I had not, but then he was like, "Oh, Google," and he told me Ronald the seventh. So I was like, okay. I now googled about him, then saw his page on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I'm totally in love with his looks and the makeup, his style, and everything. And that was how I now applied. So he wasn't looking for an intern then, but then I applied regardless. And like I said, I'll teach you guys how to apply for internship, whether the person is looking for or whether the person is not. So I applied by God's grace, I got in and I started. So I went for the interview, and out of the 3 or 4 makeup artists, then I was chosen. And I'll also share with you how I got picked, because he later told me the criteria he used to select, and I will tell you how I managed to beat the rest, despite the fact that I wasn't as qualified as they were, but I'll show you the trick in which I used to, or how I managed to get the internship program. So that's how I started. And this was in the year 2018. And I started my internship with the Rona the Seven Beauty Lounge Company, or the Rona the Seven makeup brand. That was how I started, and I became an intern. So I interned for a while. I remember we were on strike, so I needed to go back to school. But then I built experience, my eyes was open. I learned a lot of things in that short space. I was able to learn a lot. I had to like drop a lot of my products, started buying new products, because the internship, I wasn't paid a lot, but then I was paid a particular amount, and then I would save up from it, and then I would get some products. And my boss then, so generous, he would give us products time to time. But then I was able to like save up my little internship stipends then to get products, and that was how I really started. So fast forward to graduating and coming back and becoming a full-time staff. That was when my whole makeup journey began. I started like dropping a lot. See, I'd already like started working, so I'd like shifted my mindset from a lot of things. I had dropped like some of those my low end products, and I started picking up some high end products, and I started mixing both. And that's how I started working as a full-time employee. So because I was working with a known brand already, I got to do so many other people's makeup, and that was how from time to time I would get those celebrities makeup, BBN stars, normal Nollywood stars, and that was how my career really started. This series is designed to share with you step by step how to become a makeup artist from zero. So this video, yes, is a chit chat story time, but it's also an introduction to this series, and I beg you, please, please don't miss out. If you know anybody, send them this video and tell them to join, subscribe, okay? So I'll just go ahead to finish my lip and show you guys what the finished look looks like. So for the final touch, I'm going in with my Mismetic Silhouette spray, and I'm using the velvet finish. So I'm just going to spray this all over my face, complete everything. Let it dry, change up, and I will be back. I'm back, and this is the finished look. Drop all your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel at this point, I'm judging you. I am definitely judging you. Share my videos with your friends. Remember about the upcoming series I told you about. So share with somebody that you know needs it. Okay, it's going to be very insightful, guys. So please share my video, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't leave yet. I have other educative tutorials on my channel. So I'll see you guys in the other video.